Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Glacial Geek Battle Report. I am Phil, the Glacial Geek, coming to you here from Casa de Neil, where I'm about to fight a 2,000-point battle between my Dark Angels and Jason's Iron Warriors. Not Iron Hands, definitely Iron Warriors. The story that we've got going on here is that the Dark Angels found out information that the Heretic Astartes were operating here on the planet, and they sent in an elite strike force to go handle them because they wanted to find out if they had any information about their workings with the Fallen. So they decided to dispatch the Deathwing and the Ravenwing to go make sure that they could handle this situation and get whatever information that they needed from them. So that's the story that we got going on here. We are going to be playing the Battle Lines mission, which is from the GT 2020 packet that came out with chapter approved. Essentially, there are 4 objectives on the table, 2 out here in No Man's Land, 1 in each of our deployment zones. These objectives are, if you hold 1, hold 2, and hold more, give you the primary points. We also have our secondary objectives. I have chosen Engage on All Fronts, Teleport Homer, and Oath of Moment. Oath of Moment is a specific special Space Marine one. Essentially, I have to I get a point if I killed a vehicle, monster, or character this turn in a battle round. I also get a point if I have not failed a morale test or fallen back, and I get 2 victory points if I have a unit within 6 inches of the table, the center of the table at the end of the battle round. My opponent has chosen Domination. He's also chosen Psychic Ritual and While We Stand. His 3 biggest ones are going to be his Knight. It's going to be his Knight, one of the War Dogs over here. I was about to say Helvern, but the War Dog. This one over here with the Melt-A-Gun instead of the Heavy Stubber, but that is going to be, it is a Heavy Stubber, but it's modeled with the Melt-A-Gun. But that Melt-A-Gun is the one that's going to be chosen, and his Leviathan are going to be the While We Stand units. So that's the story. That is the mission. This is not the second time that we've done this. My microphone definitely didn't fail on me. We definitely didn't make it to 2.5 turns before we had to restart again. So, but before we go any further, let's go see what the 2 armies are that are going to be fighting it out. So for the Dark Angels, I'll be running a Vanguard detachment. Leading off that detachment, we have an Interrogator Chaplain in Terminator armor and Belial. We have a Deathwing command squad with 2 Terminators with Thunderhammer Storm Shields. We have a Deathwing champion. We have 2 5-man Deathwing Terminator squads, each with a Cyclone missile launcher. We have a 10-man Deathwing Knight squad. We have a 6-man Ravenwing Black Knight squad. We have a Ravenwing Apothecary. We have a Landspeeder Vengeance. And last but not least, we've got a Dark Talon. And for the Iron Warriors, he'll be running a Battalion detachment and a Super Heavy detachment. Leading off the Battalion detachment, we have a Chaos Lord, a Sorcerer with a Jump Pack, and a Warpsmith. We have 3 5-man Chaos Space Marine squads, 2 with Heavy Bolters, 1 with a Reaper Chain Gun. We have a Leviathan Dreadnought with Tool Storm Cannons. We have 3 5-man Havoc squads, 2 of them have missile launchers, 1 of them has Reaper Chain Guns, and all of the sergeants have plasma guns. And for the Super Heavy detachment, we have 2 War Dogs. And last but not least, we have a Knight Decimator. Going over deployment here for the second time. I have my Deathwing, not Deathwing, my Ravenwing Black Knights are over here on this side. I have my Apothecary, Ravenwing Apothecary, next to my Landspeeder Vengeance. I have my command squad along with Belial up in the front over here. I've got a regular Terminator squad back here on the objective, and I have my Dark Talon back over here. In Deep Strike Reserve, I have my Deathwing Knights. I have my Deathwing Champion. I have my Interrogator Chaplain in Terminator armor, and I have my other 5-man Terminator squad. Going over deployment here for the Iron Hands / the Chaos Knights.
You mean Iron Warriors?
Iron Warriors. Did I say hands? I meant warriors. They don't have any hands, in fact. No hands here. We have his 5-man, one of his 5-man Chaos Marine squads over here, along with one of the Havoc squads with the chain guns over this side. We've got his Knight along with his War Dog in front of him. We've got another Chaos Space Marine squad over here on the objective, and another Chaos Knight, the War Dog over on this side. Up in front here, we have the Leviathan along with his Sorcerer and the Warpsmith.
Yep.
We have the 2 Havoc squads, and then back in over here, we've got his 3rd Chaos Space Marine squad. He has everything on the table, nothing in reserves. So, we are now going to roll off to see who will have first turn over here. Rolling off. I rolled a 1, my opponent rolled a 4. So, would you like to go first, sir?
Spoiler.
Yeah, it was a little bit different last time, so let's see if the changes anything up here. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Chaos here on turn 1. Movement phase for Chaos here on turn 1. His Havoc squad came up through the building over on this side. His War Dogs both moved up the table over here, as did his Chaos Knight. Back over here, the Chaos Space Marine squad just kind of moved back over this way, as did this Chaos Space Marine squad. The Havocs kind of shuffled around back over this way, and his other Havocs stayed where they were. This squad of Chaos Space Marines moved up through the wall over here, and the Leviathan, the Warpsmith, and the Sorcerer all moved up the table there. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the Psychic phase. Going to cast Prescience onto the Leviathan over here. Does go off on a 6? No, needs a 7. So start off the shooting phase, the Knight here is going to fire into my Landspeeder Vengeance. I'm going to spend a CP on High Speed Focus, giving him a 4-up invul save here. Heavy Stubber first, hitting on 3s. Reroll once because of his Chaos trait, so that's going to be 3 hits. Nice. Looking for 5s to wound. Getting 1 wound. AP nothing, so 3-up armor save. No, fails that, takes a wound. And then D3 shots with his Laser Destructor over here. Getting 2 shots. Hitting on 3s. That's going to be 1 hit. House trait here, reroll there. Nope, not meant to be. Strength 12, is it?
14. Actually.
Strength 14, so that's going to be 2s to wound. That's going to be a wound. 4-up invul save. Yeah, he good. Woo! The War Dog here is going to fire into my Speeder as well. The Stubborn first. That's going to be 2 hits. House trait. That's going to be 3 hits. Looking for 5s to wound. No wounds. 4d3 shots with the autocannons. That's going to be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shots. Hitting on 3s. That's going to be all but 2 hits. Oh, rerolling 1s because of the Knight. Not meant to be. And the House trait. Nope, no hits there. So that's going to be 5 hits. Strength 7, so looking for 3s to wound. Toughness 7, 3. Toughness 6. So that's going to be 3 wounds here. AP -1, so 4-up saves. Failing 2 of them, so that's going to be 6 damage total. I'm going to spend a CP to reroll one of those. No, not meant to be. All right, the chain cannons over here are going to fire. They're just all in range, just in range of my guys over here into my Black Knights. So they're going to be hitting on. These are going to be hitting on 3s. Because their Havocs ignore the -1 to hit when moving. All right, these are going to be 4s to wound, strength 5, toughness 5. All right, so it's going to be AP -1, 9 wounds here. They ignore cover because they are Iron Warriors, but these are going to be looking for 4-up saves. Oh no! Failing 6 of them? Oh, buddy, 2 dead. All right, this squad here of Havocs is going to fire their missile launchers into my Dark Talon over here. These are going to be hitting on 4s because he is flying. That's going to be rerolling 1 because the Chaos Lord over there. Nope, not meant to be. So these are going to be looking for 3s to wound. That's going to be 3 wounds. AP -2. 5-up saves. Making 1 of them. So that's 2d6 damage. Oh, 11 damage. He's dead. Does he explode? He does not. All right, the other Havoc squad here is going to fire into my Landspeeder Vengeance over here. Hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s because of the Chaos Lord over there. That's going to be 3 hits. These are going to be strength 8, so looking for 3s to wound. That is 1 wound. AP -2, 4-up invul save. No, failed that one.
Don't want to CP.
I can't. I already spent my CP. Yeah. 3 damage. He dead. Does he explode? Nope. So now the other War Dog's going to fire. The Stubbers are going to go into my Bikers over here. And the autocannons are going to go into my Apothecary on this side. So Stubbers first. That's going to be all hits. That's going to be 2 wounds. 2 3-up saves. Making them both. And then the autocannons into my guy over here. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shots. And here come the autocannon shots. Hitting on rerolling 1 because of the Chaos Lord, and then you can reroll 1 because of your trait. So it's actually not 1 per gun, it's 1 per unit that he gets to reroll. So we messed up on the first one, but it didn't make a difference because he missed it anyway. So here comes the autocannons. These are going to be strength 7, so looking for 3s to wound. Jesus. Getting 2 wounds, AP -1, so 2 4-ups. Failing 1 of them, so that's going to be 3 damage. This squad over here is going to fire Heavy Bolter into my Apothecary.
-1 for moving.
-1 for moving, so hitting on 4s. Ooh, that's all hits. That's really good. That's what you want. 4s to wound. No, no wounds.
That's fine.
All right, so that's going to be it for the Chaos turn here. My opponent's just out of range over here, so he does not get Domination. But still a pretty good turn there. So we will come back to you after movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn 1. Movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn 1. These bikers advanced up over this way. He advanced up behind them. He healed himself D3 and healed himself 3. And then he brought back one of these bikers over here. Belial and his command squad advanced up the board over this way, and these guys stayed back on the objective over on this side. So that's going to be it for the movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn 1. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, so now into the shooting phase. We're going to start with my Black Knights. They're going to supercharge and fire everything into his War Dog over here. You're going to spend a CP to rotate Ion Shields here.
You know what I'm doing.
Looking for that 4-up invul save. So here we go. They're going to be supercharging, so 1 at a time here. Hitting on 4s because they advanced with their weapons there, so they're assault. So hitting on 4s. That's going to be 1 hit, 1 miss. That's going to be 1 hit, 1 miss. It's unmodified 1s that are blowing them up now. That's going to be 2 more hits. That's going to be 2 more hits. 1 will be dead unless I'm spend a CP. I'm going to spend a CP to reroll this. No, I'm not. I'm going to hold on. I'm going to let a guy.
Just
let a guy go. So that's what they're going to be the hits. So these are going to be strength 8. So looking for 3s to wound. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wounds at AP -3. So 4-up invul saves.
You mean to tell me you didn't want an insert T-shirt for rolling 1s in
So 3 of them there are going to be 6. So it's going to be 6 damage.
Yep.
And now my guy over here is going to fire into him. My Apothecary, I am going to supercharge. This is why I didn't want to spend my CP reroll yet. Because of that exact reason. Okay, no hits, but at least he doesn't die. All right, this squad is going to fire everything into his War Dog over here. We're going to start with the Cyclone Missile Launchers. Hitting on 2s because they didn't move, and that's my chapter tactic, +1 to hit. That's going to be 2 hits. Strength 8, 3 to wound. That's going to be 2 wounds. AP -2 over AP -3 because of it being thing, but he still has his 4-up invul saves. Making them both. All right, now the Storm Bolters are going to fire. They do have the range because they have extra range being Dark Angels here in the Devastator Doctrine. These are going to be 20 shots getting into him over here, hitting on 2s. Wounding on 5s. That's 4 wounds over here, so looking for 3-up saves. Failing 1. All right, that's going to be it for the Dark Angels here on turn 2. I did get engaged on all fronts for 3 table quarters over here because Belial is, Belial is not over this side. Nope, I messed up. I should have kept him a little bit back over here because he can't be within 6 inches of the center there. So bumps. All right, so we will come back to you after movement phase for the Chaos Space Marines here on turn 2. I did get 3 points for Oath of Moment, so my bad on that because I had units within 6 inches of the center, and I had Dot fallen back and did not kill a vehicle though, so that gave me 3 points instead of 4. So, movement phase for Chaos Space Marines here on turn 2. Both of his War Dogs came up around over this way. His Knight has come up over this way. The Havocs stayed back over here. These guys stayed back where they were, as did these guys. I did both of these Havocs and the Lord. Up over here, his Chaos Space Marines moved up onto the objective. His Leviathan shuffled around a little bit over this way. The Warpsmith staying with him, and then his Sorcerer jumped up a bit over this way. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you at the Psychic phase. So starting off, he's going to cast Prescience onto the Leviathan over here. That's not going to go off on a 6. And then Death Hex onto my command squad. That will not go off on a 5. Leviathan is now going to fire everything into my command squad over here. He's going to start with the Volkite calibers or whatever it is. Hitting on 3s, because he did not get off prescience. And strength 5, so looking for 3s to wound. Oh no.
They're 4s to wound.
Oh, 4s to wound, that's right, because of inner circle. I keep forgetting about that. Inner circle means that they cannot be wounded on dice rolls of 1, 2, or 3. So 4s to wound, 6s do mortal wounds though. So he just got 2 wounds over there. AP nothing, so 2 up armor saves. Making them both with fill faces. Woo! And now the 2 storm cannons are going to fire into him over here. Hitting on 3s. Strength 7, so looking for 3s to 4s to wound. I keep saying that. 4s to wound. Oof. These are going to be 5 wounds, AP minus 2, so plus 1 because of the storm shield. So looking for 3 up saves. And I failed 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. Those are 2 damage apiece, aren't they? Oh shoot. I'm gonna spend a CP to reroll one of those.
One of them alive.
Yeah. Okay, he's good. And now his Warp Smith's going to fire the Heavy Flamer and the Melty Gun into my guy over here. So we're going to do Melty Gun Melty first. That's going to be no hit. And then we've got the Heavy Flamer. Getting 1 hit.
Yeah!
Alright, strength 5, so 4 to wound because of inner circle. That's going to be a wound. AP minus 1, plus 1, 2 up save. Oh, barely. Alright, this squad's going to fire into the command squad. Only the front guy with the bolter and the heavy bolter have line of sight around over here to him. So the white is going to be the heavy bolter. Green's going to be the bolter. Did move, so hitting on 4s with those. And then wounding on 4s on everything. So it's just the 1 bolter hit, 2 up save. Oh, he good. Alright, this squad over here is going to fire into my command squad guy over here. So again, the whites are going to be the heavy bolters. Hitting on 3s because they did not move. And then wounding on 4s. Alright, so it's going to be 2 heavy bolter wounds and 1 regular wound. The 2 heavy bolter wounds are going to be AP minus 1 plus 1 because of his storm shield, so 2 ups. Making both of those, and then 2 up with the bolter. No, he did! Alright, the chain guns here are going to fire into my Black Knights over on this side. Hitting on 3s.
Damn it.
If you can keep your dice together.
Good.
These are going to be strength 5, toughness 5, so 4s to wound. Alright, these are going to be AP minus 1, 11 wounds. So looking for 4 up armor saves. Doing real well there. I'll take that. No, that's actually that's worse than average. But I've got 6 up field of pains because of my apothecary over there. And he does nothing. So 2 dead. Alright, this war dog here is going to fire everything into Belial over here.
Stubber.
Heavy stubber. That's going to be 1 hit. Rerolling ones because of his
Taskmaster.
the Taskmaster there with the war dogs getting to reroll 1s.
4s. Nothing.
4s, nothing there. And then we've got the auto cannons. So that's going to be 2, 4, 5, 6 shots. These are now going to be hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s because of the Taskmaster. Also because of the house. All right. These are now going to be strength 7, so looking for 4s to wound because of him being inner circle there. So that's going to be 3 wounds. 3 AP minus 1, so 4 up saves. 3 up saves. That one's cocked over there. Failing 2 of them. That's 6 damage. He's just dead. Now the other war dog's going to fire everything into my Black Knights over here. Heavy stubber first. That's going to be 3 hits. These are going to be looking for 5s to wound. Yes, that's 2 wounds though. 3 ups. Failed 1, 6 up, feel no pain. Yeah, Phil Fizz! Woo! And here come the shots from the autocannons. Oh, buddy, that's going to be 2, 6, 9 shots. Hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1 because of the Taskmaster there. Okay, not meant to be. And then these are going to be looking for 3s to wound. Because they do have inner circle, but they're not infantry. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rerolling 1 because of the house rule. Nope, not meant to be there. So that's going to be 5 at AP minus 1. So these are going to be looking for, what is this? 5 at AP minus 1. Looking for 4s to wound. 4s to save. Oh, we had the 4 up invul save as well, I should have said. So that's going to be failing 1 of them. So that's 3 damage. 6s. No, dead guy. And now his knight's gonna fire heavy stubber into the black knight, and then the laser destroyer into my apothecary over there. So the heavy stubber, not getting any hits.
Yeah.
And the heavy destroyer, the laser destroyer, 3 shots here, hitting on 3s. That's gonna be reroll 1 because of his house. That's gonna be 3 hits, wounding on 2s. That's gonna be 3 wounds.
I'm gonna reroll 1 of the single for the house.
That's what wounds. Those are all wounds.
Single hit.
Those are all wounds.
Oh, right.
Yeah, you don't have to reroll anything. Don't reroll nothing.
So that's. I'll look at the
1 second.
wounds. Look at the mortal.
All right, so we got 3 saves here. They got 4 up invul save because he did advance, but I failed 2 of them. That's not great. So that's gonna be 2. What's it gonna do? What are these? D6 damage?
And that's D3 mortal.
That's D3 mortal plus D6 damage, or
D3 mortal.
1 mortal wound?
And then it is D6 damage each.
But I've only failed 2 of them. So it's D3 mortal wounds and then 2 D6 damage. So that's gonna be 9, 10 damage that he takes here. 10 wounds. I need 6 subs. Feel no pains. No, he did. Oh, close. He tried, but no, he did. All right, so now his knight's going to charge in my guy. I'm going to spend a CP to Overwatch, and I'm going to supercharge here. Hitting on 6s. No hits, but no blowing up, so his charge distance is definitely in. All right, so now his knight is going to attack. He's going to have 4 attacks here. These are going to be hitting on 3s. I did spend a CP on Evasive Assault to give me a 5-up invul save in close combat here.
And I'll spend the CP so I can
and
reroll.
he's going to spend a CP to reroll all wounds here.
All hits.
All hits, I'm sorry. So hitting on 3s, rerolling because of the CP spent there. Okay, that's going to be all hits. And wounding on 2s. That's going to be all wounds there. AP minus a lot. So 5 up 3. AP minus 3. So 5 up invul. Made 1. That's a bajillion.
So yeah. That's 6, 12, 18.
18 damage, which carry the 1 is dead. Well, that was brutal. So we will come back to you after movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn 2. Movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn 2. These guys stood still, and that was all that was on the table. So the rest of my stuff came in. So my Deathwing Knights came in over this side, along with my Chaplain over here. My regular Terminators dropped in over there, and he did a really good job of blocking me out entirely on the back here.
It's like I couldn't see the future.
It's like he saw the future from something that happened previously, and that one guy had just enough space to drop in back over in the corner over there. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. We will come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, so I'm going to be spending 2 CP on Command and Oratory at the beginning of my shooting phase here to allow him to give him cast his Canticle of Hate onto them, so they're gonna have the +2 to their charge distance, which would be pretty sweet here. So it needs to go off on a 3. It does. Very nice. All right, so my Terminator squad here is going to fire. They're going to start us off in the shooting phase. They're going to fire all the Storm Bolters into this squad here, and he's going to fire the Cyclone missile launchers into his into the Leviathan over here. So we're going to do the Leviathan first, hitting on 3s because they moved. Oh, hitting on 4s. I'm sorry, because they moved. Because they're heavy. That's going to be 2 hits. Very nice. Looking for 3s to wound. Strength 8, toughness 7 now. That's going to be 1 wound. I'm going to spend a CP to reroll that. That's going to be a wound, so it's going to be 2 wounds. AP minus 2. Fails them both. Ugh. So that's going to be 2d6 damage here. Minus 1 from each of them because of... going to spend a CP to reroll one of those? Better. Into 1, so that's going to be 1d6 damage. Minus 1 because of... what they call it, there's something for chaos, but it's essentially duty eternal. Oh, 1, but it's to a minimum of 1, and I already spent my reroll, so he's just going to take 1 damage. 20 Storm Bolter shots into these guys over here, hitting on 3s. Strength 4, toughness 4, 4s to wound. 4 wounds, that's it, into them. AP minus 1 though, because it is Tactical Doctrine, so 4 up saves. Okay, fails 2 of them. This squad's going to do the exact same thing. Cyclone Missile Launcher is not going to hit. Hits on the 2 because they didn't move, so they get +1 because of the Dark Angel's there. And that is going to be a wound. Invul save. Does not make it because it's a 5 up now. You guys spend a CP?
It's minus 2 up armor.
Oh, sorry. AP minus 2. 4 does pass. Yep. And then the Storm Bolters. And then wounded on 4s.
Well, how many successful?
10 wounds this time. That's much better this time. 4s. No, they will be dead. And then my chaplain over here is going to fire into his wounded war dog because why not? It's going to be 2 hits. That's going to be 1 wound. AP -1, so 4 up save. No, it takes a wound. All right, so into the assault phase, my Deathwing Knights are going to charge into his Knight here and into his War Dog. He's going to send a CP to Overwatch with the War Dog. So here comes the War Dog, going with the Stubber first, getting 2 hits. Wounding on 4s. That's going to be a wound. And that's not a save, so I take a wound there. And then we've got a bunch of the autocannons, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shots. And then these are going to be hitting on 6s. Rerolling 1s because of the Duty Eternal, or whatever it is, Taskmaster.
And
no hits.
House.
And his house over here. Nope, nothing there. So their charge distance, they get +2 because of the Canticle of Hate here. So I need a 7-inch charge to get in. And I make it with a 10.
Got it.
And now my Chaplain is going to charge in as well. He also gets the +2 because of Canticle of Hate since he is a character. So it's core and character that it does it for. And he's in. And then these guys are going to charge into the Leviathan. I need a 9-inch charge to get in. I'm going to spend a CP to reroll that. Oh, so close. And now my champion is going to charge in over here. Needs a 9-inch charge. An 8 as well. Not going to make it.
I was about to say.
All right, so 3 guys here are going to go into his War Dog over this side, and then everyone else is going to go into his regular Knight. So we're going to do the 3 into the War Dog first. These are going to be, I spent CP on Fury the first, so they're going to be hitting on 2s. These are going to be 3 attacks each because of Shock Assault, hitting on 2s. All right, that's going to be 2 misses. Wait a minute, no, they've got a 2 up. 1 second. Yeah, never mind. I'm not going to spend the CP because they do hit on 2s. They got 2 up weapon skill there, so my opponent was nice enough to hit there. So these are now going to be strength 8, so looking for 3s to wound, rerolling because my Warlord trait is Lay Low the Mighty on my Chaplain here, and he's going to be basically allowing them to reroll wounds against characters and models with 8+ wound characteristics. So wounding on 3s, rerolling. All right, so that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at AP -2. So there's going to be 5 up saves. Oh, buddy, that's how you do that. He just takes 3 damage. All right, so now the maces are the maces are going to go in here. No, maces of absolution, not the flail of the Unforgiven. Maces of absolution are going to go into the regular Knight over here. Again, hitting on 2s, wounding on 4s, rerolling. These are going to be rerolling. Ooh, buddy. All right. So that is going to be
4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14.
Yep. 10, 14 wounds here. AP -2. So 14, 5 up saves. Ooh. These are 3 damage apiece. So that's going to be
3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27. Yep.
27. He is dead. Does he explode? No, he does not. All right, so now my Interrogator Chaplain is going to attack into his War Dog over here. I'm going to have 5 attacks on the charge, hitting on 2s. All right, that's going to be 4 hits. Strength +2, so strength 6, looking for 5 to wound. Rerolling because of his Warlord trait. Nope, not meant to be, so that's going to be 2 at AP -1, 2 4-up saves. Making 1, failing 1, 2 damage. All right, so now into the fight phase. He's going to put his attacks into my Interrogator Chaplain over here. So these are going to be hitting on 3s. That's going to be 2 hits. These are going to be wounding on strength, 4s to wound because of
Strength 6.
Strength 6, so still 4s to wound. So that's going to be 1 wound. AP,
None.
nothing. So 2 up save. He's good. And then the other guy into my Knights. That's going to be needing 4s to hit because he's down on the profile here. But he counts as double profile because of your household, right? Oh, not the War Dogs? Just his Warlord trait. Oh, his artifact. Okay, never mind. And then hitting on 4s and then wounding on 4s because of them being inner circle there. 2 up saves. Failing 1 of them. What's the damage on that?
None.
1? Just 1?
Just his feet, so 1.
So 1 damage? Okay, 1 damage on him.
PC.
All right, my opponent's going to spend 3 CP on Pact with the Dark Gods, I think it's called. Essentially, he rolls, spends 3 CP, rolls a D6. On a 4+, his Knight will come back with D3 wounds left. On a 6, it'll come back with 3 wounds left. But on a 1 through 3, nothing happens. You can't re-roll it because it's not one of the approved re-rolls here. So here we go. Oh, does not come back.
What a waste of a CP.
That is a waste of 3 CP right there. Spoiler alert, last time he did come back after the Knights punched him in the face. So just goes to show you that's how the cookie crumbles here, because the cookies crumbled very hard on my end.
I guess it was deserving.
It works out of there. That's how the thing works out. So that is going to be it for the Dark Angel's turn here on turn number 2. I do get 3 points for engage on all fronts. I don't get the 2 points for being within 6 inches of the table center because I'm not within 6 inches of the table center. But I didn't fall back, and I did kill a vehicle this battle round, so I will get 2 points for this. So we will come back to you after moving phase for the Chaos Space Marines here on turn 3. Moving phase for the Chaos Space Marines here on turn 3. His Chaos Havocs over here stayed still. His Chaos Space Marines moved up through the wall over here, looking on to my Knights here. Both of his Knights fell back out of combat over here. His Sorcerer jumped up into the middle. These guys stayed where they were, back over here on the objective. These guys stayed still. These guys moved up. Chaos Havocs stayed still and moved up. And then his Lord jumped up over this way. These guys fell back a little bit, staying on the objective over there. And that is going to be it for the move phase. So we will move straight into the Psychic phase as well.
I'm gonna Psychic Ritual.
Psychic Ritual over here. Needs to go off on a 4. Does indeed. Start of the shooting phase. His Warpsmith's going to fire into my Terminators over here. So we're going to go with the Heavy Flamer first. It's going to be 2 hits. That is going to be 1 wound. That's going to be a save with a fill face. And the Melta, that's going to be a hit. That is not going to be a wound. And now his Leviathan's going to fire everything into him over here. What are we doing first? This is the
Storm Cannon Array.
Storm Cannon Arrays first. Hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s for the Chaos Lord. Strength 7, but still forced to wound because of Inner Circle. That's doing 10 wounds. Oof. AP minus 2. So looking for 4-up saves. Alrighty. So that's making 1, 2, 3, 4. These are 2 damage apiece, though. So that's going to kill a guy. That's going to kill a guy. That's going to kill a guy. And now the Volkites. That's going to be hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s because of the Lord. Alrighty. And then these are going to be looking for 4s to wound.
Yep.
6 is doing mortal. So that 6 does a mortal wound. Plus it does 2 damage apiece here, but no AP. So 2-up save. Oh.
That'll kill one.
I'm gonna spend a CP to reroll that. He's good. The Havoc's up here. Plasma's gonna fire into these guys, and the missile launchers are gonna fire into my Knights.
I'll supercharge. Supercharging
on the Plasma here. That's a hit. That is not a wound. Missile launchers. That's gonna be rerolling because of the Lord. Okay, that's gonna be 2 hits. These are going to be looking for 4s to wound. Getting 1 wound. AP minus 2. Plus 1 because of their storm shields over there. 3-up save. He's good with a fill face. This Chaos Havoc squad is going to do the same thing, so we'll start with the Plasma. Supercharge. That's a hit. Whoop, off the table. That is a wound. AP minus 3. 5-up invul or armor save. Okay, everyone's tossing off the table here. But they're good with a fill face. And then the missile launchers into my Knights. That's going to be rerolling 1s because of the Chaos Lord. It's going to be 3 hits here. These are only wounding on 4s. That's going to be 2 wounds. AP minus 2. Plus 1 because of their storm shields. Failing 1 of them. So that's going to be D6 damage. That's going to do 1 damage. Although, nope, I've only got 1 guy with 1 wound left, so he is dead. Okay. These Marines over here are going to fire into my champion. The whites are going to be the heavy bolters. Staying still there, so it's going to be hitting on 3s. Wounding on 4s. That is going to be 1, 2, 3 with the heavy bolter. And then 2 with the bolter. We'll do the 2 bolters first. They're good. And then the heavy bolters. Good. This Chaos Space Marine squad here is going to fire into my Deathwing Knights over here. So including the chain cannon and bolters and all that fun stuff. These are going to be hitting on 4s on the chain cannon because he did move. And everything's wounded on 4s. Oh, that's pretty good. On those bolters at least.
Yeah.
So we'll do the 4 bolters, 2s. Failing 2 of them. Yeah. And then 2 on the chain cannon, which is still going to be 2s.
Chain cannon.
What's up?
There's just 1 chain cannon.
Oh, 1 chain cannon, so AP -1. But he's good. And now these guys are going to fire over here into him. So we're going to go with the plasma on the sergeant first. Not supercharging. Good thing. He felt it in his bones, but that's not going to wound. And here come the chain cannon shots. And now these are wounding on 4s because of inner circle. 15 2-up saves because of storm shields. Oh, baby. Failed 1, which is still enough to die. Now my opponent's going to spend 2 CP on Endless Cacophony here to allow his Havocs to shoot into my dude bro over here. So we're going to have Plasma's not within 12, no? All right, so there's a plasma shot here. Not going to hit. And then we got the missile launchers. That's going to reroll 1s because of the Lord over there. I almost said Captain. 3 hits, strength 8, but 4s to wound because of inner circle. So that's going to be 2 wounds.
That'd be enough.
AP -2, so looking for 4-up saves. Faking 1, failing 1. I think I've already spent my CP to reroll this turn. So D6 damage, 4 damage. All right, his Havocs now are going to charge into my Deathwing Knights. He's going to be needing an 8-inch charge. Makes it. All right, so now his Havocs are going to attack into me over here. The green are going to be the sergeant with the chainsword. These are going to be hitting on 3s. And then he's going to be wounding on 4s. All right, that's going to be 7 wounds in there, including with the Astartes chainsword at AP -1. But because of their storm shields, they will still be getting 3-up saves. 2-up saves. Sorry, 2-up saves. And I make them all. Woo! All right, so now my Deathwing Knights are going to attack back over here. We're going to go with the Maces first. They still have Canticle of Hate on them. That's why they could consolidate and pile in like up to 6 inches over here, which is pretty good. So now these guys are going to attack into them. We're going to go with the Maces first. These are going to be hitting on 2s. No rerolls. But then these are going to be Strength ×2, so Strength 8. These are going to be wounding on 2s. No rerolls because his only works on characters or models with 8+ wounds. So wounding on 2s. Yeah, that's a bunch. They're T5 actually, so it was wounding on 3s. So we've got 11 wounds now coming in over here. AP -2 on these Maces, so 5-ups. No, they will be dead. And then they consolidated to 6 inches because of Litany of Hate, but stayed within 3 inches of the objective back here to score me points. So that's going to be it for the Chaos turn here on turn 3. We will come back to you after movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn 3. Movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn 3. These guys moved over here into this table quarter. They moved up over that way. These guys moved up over this way. He moved over here. He did get off the Canticle of Hate, so he's going to have that 6-inch aura over there, which is pretty good. And he stayed still in the back over there, and he is going to give, he's going to do Teleport Homers. So he's going to do that mission, which I should have done last turn, but I didn't do it, so whatever. So that is going to be it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you at the shooting phase. This squad over here is going to put Storm Bolters into his Warp Smith, and they're going to put the Cyclone Missile Launcher into his Leviathan Dread. We'll do the Cyclone Missile Launcher first. 2 shots hitting on 4s because he moved. That's going to be 1 hit. Wounding on a 3. That is a wound with a fill face. AP -2. No, it's going to go through. D6 damage. Come back here. 3. I'm going to spend a CP to reroll that. Oh, of course I do that. And then 8 Stormbolter shots into the Warpsmith. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 4s. Ooh, 1 wound. AP -2. AP -1.
-1, so 3-up.
3-up. He's good. This squad over here is going to fire all the Storm Bolters into the Sorcerer, and then the Cyclone Missile Launchers into his Leviathan over there. So we're going to do the Cyclone Missile Launchers. 4s because they moved. Getting 1 hit. That's a wound with a fill face. AP -2. No, that's going to go through. D6 damage. 6 damage, that's much better. And now the Stormbolt it should be, no, he only took the 5 damage because he does have like the Chaos version of Duty Eternal. So into the Sorcerer over here with the Stormbolters hitting on 3s, wounding on 4s. So that is going to be 5 wounds? 5 wounds. AP -1, so 4 up saves. It takes 3. My Chaplain is going to fire into his Chaos Space Marines over here. That's going to be 3 hits. That's going to be 2 wounds. AP -1, +1, 3 ups. Failing 1. All right, so that's it for the shooting phase. Into the assault phase, my Deathwing Knights are going to charge into all 3 of these guys over here. I get +2 to the charge because of Litany of Hate, and then I've got -2 because, or Canticles of Hate, and then -2 because of that crater there. 3 inches will not make it in, so I'm going to spend a CP to re-roll it. And I will on a 10. And this squad over here is going to charge into the Leviathan. I just need an 8-inch charge to go around the craters over here. Otherwise, there's going to be a 9-inch charge to get through to engage both of them. So we're just going to go into the Leviathan over there. 8-inch charge to get in. And not going to make it on a 3. Alright, so over here, my Deathwing Knights are going to fight. I'm going to put 3 guys into his Knight over here. 4 guys into his Knight over here. And then my Knight Master is going to go into his Sorcerer. So we're going to go with the 3 into the Knight on the left here. Hitting on 2s. That is going to be a bunch of hits there. And strength 8, so looking for 3s to wound. That is going to be 4 wounds at AP -2. So 5s to save. No, fails 3 of them, so he will be dead. Does he explode? Does not. And then 4 guys into him over here. Hitting on 2s. And these are going to be wounding on 3s. Oh, buddy, that went really well. So that's going to be 5, 10 wounds. So he's going to be looking for 5 ups as well. Close, but the 3 is going to be enough for 9 damage to kill him. Does he explode? He does not. And then the Knight Master is going to swing in. Hitting on 2s. Strength +2 becomes strength 6. Looking for 3s to wound. That's going to be 4 wounds at AP -3. So 4 6s. No, he will be dead. All right, so that's going to be the end of the turn for the Dark Angels. I did score 4 points for Oath of Moment because I do have guys in the 6 inches of the table center now. I also got engaged on all fronts for all 4 table quarters because those guys failed their charge. That's fine, I'll take a point. And a Teleport Homer is actually going to start on my command phase if he's still around. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. Or that's going to be it for the Dark Angels turn here. We'll come back to you with the Chaos Space Marines movement on turn 4. Movement phase for the Chaos Space Marines here on turn 4. These Chaos Space Marines moved up the table over here, looking at my Chaplain. These guys stood still. All of the Havoc stood still, and the Lord stood still. The Leviathan stood still, but the Warpsmith moved up over that way towards my Dude Bros. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. His Psyker is dead, so we will move on to the shooting phase. Chaos Space Marines over here are going to fire into my champion over there. He's going to be hitting on 3s and then wounding on 4s. That's going to be no wounds. The top Havoc squad there is going to fire they're going to fire the plasma from the Sergeant into my Dude Bro there, and then the missile launcher is going to fire over here. Plasma.
I'll supercharge.
Supercharge. So no, there's no need to because you're wounding on 4s anyway. True. So yeah, so no, and he's only got the 1 wound. He did not overcharge. That doesn't make a difference anyway, so that's going to be a wound. Oh, no, not a wound.
So I'm going to try and get more shots.
All right, so now the missile launcher is going to fire in here. My opponent's going to spend his 1 CP on, what is it? Methodical Annihilation. And he's going to re-roll the number of shots he can do because now he's going to shoot frag shots into them because wounded on 4s regardless over here. So that's going to be re-rolling the number of shots there. Definitely worth one of those ones. Oh, no, okay.
It got worse.
It got worse. So that's going to be 12 shots. Wounding on, or hitting on 3s. Re-rolling 1s because of the Chaos Lord. And then force a wound. Getting 2 wounds. 2 up saves. I failed 1. This spot over here is going to fire everything into here except for one rocket launcher that's going to fire into my dude bro in the back over there.
I'll shoot the one.
Going to fire the one. Are you going to fire crack or frag? He's only got the one wound left, but he does get a 2-up save if you do the frag.
Yeah, but crack, fine.
Crack? You're going to do crack? Sure. All right, crack.
Yeah, I'm going to do
That's
crack.
That's not going to hit anyway. And then we've got the 3 into my knights. That's going to be 2 hits. That's going to be 1 wound. Getting my dice over here. On a 1, it'll fail. So that's going to be D3 wounds, or
6.
D6 wounds. That's 5, so that's a dead guy. And then supercharging the plasma. That's a hit. That is a wound. Looking for a 4-up invul save. No! So that's going to be 2 damage. Now his Warpsmith's going to fire his Heavy Flamer and Melta into my Terminators over there. Heavy Flamer first. That's going to be a hit. Oh no, 3 hits. I'm sorry. Looking for 4s. Getting 2 wounds. 2. AP -1, so 3-up saves. Oh, failing 1. And then the Melta. That's going to be a hit. That is a wound. 5-up. Crux Terminatus save. Yeah, with the 5. Woo! And now the Leviathan's going to fire everything into the Knights over here. So what do we want to do first? The Volkite, maybe? We'll do the 8 shots for the... Oh, no. We're going to do the Storm Cannons first. Storm Cannon arrays. Hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s for the Chaos Lord. And 4s to wound. 4 wounds into my Knights over here. AP -2, +1 because of the Storm Shield. So looking for 3-up saves. And I make them all. 8 shots with the Volkite coming in here. Hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1 because of the Chaos Lord. Pretty good. And then these are looking for 4s to wound. So those 2 6s do mortal wounds. And then I've got another 5 saves to make here. So 5 2-up saves. And I failed 2 of them. So that's going to be a total of 4 wounds that go into there. So that's going to kill 2 guys. Yeah, the Mortals killed the first guy with the 1 wound left, and then the 1 wound onto the next guy, and then I failed 2. So 2 damage apiece did kill a second guy and then put 2 damage onto a third guy. So 5 guys left here. Now these guys are going to fire into my Chaplain. 1 guy's going to throw a crack grenade. 2 bolters are shooting. Then we'll do the chains afterwards. So hitting on 3s. All right, wounding on 4s. So 1 wound from a bolter. Saved. And now the chain cannon's firing. 3s to hit. Oh no, they moved, right? So 4s to hit, right? And then wounding on 4s. That is going to be 3 wounds. 3 to 3-up saves because he doesn't have Storm Shield, but he makes them. Into the assault phase, these Marines here are going to charge into my Chaplain.
I need a 7 with the plus.
He's 7 with the bus. That gets him in. And now his Warpsmith is going to charge me in over here. I'm going to spend a CP to Overwatch. So we're going to go with the missiles first. 1 hit there. Wounding on a 2. That's a wound. AP -2. Fails that one. D6 damage. That's a 6 damage and he's dead. All right, so now these guys over here are going to fight into my Chaplain. These are going to be hitting on 3s. Chainsword first, hitting on 3s. That's going to be all hits.
Ooh, with 2 deaths to the False Emperor.
With 2 deaths to the False Emperors there. All right, that's going to be even more hits. So 6 hits on 4 attacks. Wounding on 4s. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 at AP -1, so 4 3-up saves. Oh, failing 2 of them. And now the regular attacks into him. Hitting on 3s. Death to the False Emperor. Into another hit there. Pretty good. So 5 hits. These are going to be strength 4. So looking for 4s to wound. That is going to be 3 wounds. 3. 2-up saves. Making them all. So my Chaplain's going to have 5 attacks because he got charged here. Hitting on 2s. That's going to be all hits. Strength +1. Means that he's going to be having... he's going to have 3s to wound. That is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 wounds at AP -1. So looking for 4-up saves. Making failing only 1 of them. All right, so that's going to be it for the Chaos Space Marines turn here on turn... whatchamacallit? What is this turn? 3. Turn 3. So we will now come back to you after a movement phase for the Dark Angel's turn here on turn 3. Turn 4. I don't know what I was talking about. I was speaking out my butt. Dark Angel's movement phase here on turn 4. My chaplain is staying in combat over here. This Terminator squad stayed still where they were. This Terminator squad moved up around the pits over there. My Deathwing Knights are moving through this gap over this way, and the guy on my back there is going to be doing teleport homers again. So that's where he's going to be. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase. Start of the shooting phase, this squad back here, 2 guys are in range with their storm bolters, and the Cyclone missile launcher is going to fire. So Cyclone missile launcher first, hitting on 2s since they didn't move. That's going to be 2 hits, looking for 3s to wound. That is going to be 1 wound. AP minus 2.
4s.
4s. No, does not save it. D6 damage. Doing 3 damage. I'm going to spend a CP to reroll that. Into 5 damage. And now the storm bolters from them are going to fire into him. Hitting on 2s. And then wounding on 6s. Oh no, wounding on 5s because he's toughness 7 now. So that's going to be 1 wound. AP nothing though. He's good. Now these guys are going to fire missiles into him. Storm bolters into the Havocs. We'll do the missiles first. 4s to hit. That's 2 hits. That is 2 wounds. That is 1 save. So D6 damage. 5 plus, he's dead. Oh no, 6 on a 6, he'll be dead because it's -1, and he's got 5 wounds left. No, 4 becomes 3, so he's down to 2. And then the storm bolters into the Havocs. Hitting on 3s. Wow, real good there. 5s to wound though, because they're tough 5. That's real good though. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. AP nothing though, because we're in the Assault Doctor now. That's going to be failed 1. All right, so into the assault phase, these guys are going to charge into his Leviathan. They're in. And then these guys are going to charge into his Havocs. They need a 5-inch charge to get in. And they're in with 6. All right, so now we're going to start with my Terminator squad over here. They're going to punch into his Leviathan. I'm going to spend a CP on Fury of the First to allow them to get +1 to hit. So they're going to be hitting on 3s since their fists are -1 to hit. So hitting on 3s. That's going to be 2 hits. Looking for 3s to wound. That's going to be 2 wounds. AP minus 3. 5 ups. No, fails them. So that's going to be flat 4 damage. So he is dead. Does he explode? He does not. All right, so now my Deathwing Knights are going to attack into his guy over here. We're going to go with the maces first. Hitting on 2s. Okie dokie. And then these are going to be wounding on toughness 5, so wounding on 3s. Oof, okay. 4 at AP minus 2. So 4 5-ups. Making 2 of them, so 2 will be dead. And then we have 4 more attacks from the Watch Master over there, or the Night Master. Hitting on 2s, wounding on 3s. That's going to be 2 wounds at AP minus 3. So 6 ups. 2 damage apiece though, and it carries through, so that's going to kill those 2 guys. And then we have this fight over here. So his guys are going to go first. Hitting on 3s. And then wounding on 4s. Getting 1 with the chainsword and 1 with the knot. So the chainsword, 3 up. Good. Knot. Does not. He takes that wound. And now my guy here is going to attack back. That's going to be 3 hits.
No, you didn't get lightning hate. That's right.
Yeah, I did not get litany hate. It did not go off for me. I tried, but I did not. So that's going to be 2 wounds at AP minus 2 now because it's, I forgot, because it's Assault Doctrine. So makes 1, fails 1. That's 2 damage, so just 1 guy's dead. All right, so that's going to be it for the Dark Angel's turn here on turn 4. We'll come back to you after movement phase for the Chaos here on turn 5. Movement phase for the Chaos Space Marines here on turn 5. His Chaos Lords moving up here towards my Terminators. These Havocs came down over here, making their way up here. These guys stayed on the objective over here, and these guys stayed in combat with my chaplain. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase. So we start off the shooting phase with his 2 bolt pistols over here, hitting on 3s. That's going to be 2 hits. Wounding on 4s. That's going to be 1 wound. 2 up save. He good. This squad of Space Marines here, or Chaos Space Marines here, are going to fire the heavy bolter into my champion, and they're going to fire the bolters into my knights over here.
Bolters.
So we're going to do the bolters first, hitting on 3s, wounding on 4s. That's going to be 2 wounds. 2 up saves, making them both. And the heavy bolters, that's going to be 2 hits. That's going to be 1 wound. That's not a save. I don't have any CP. He is dead. All right, so now his Havocs over here are going to fire everything into my knights. He is going to use Methodical Annihilation. So these are going to be re-rolling the number of shots because he's going to be using frag missiles. Hitting, so re-roll those ones, I'm sure. All right, there you go. That's how you do that. So that's going to be 17, 18 shots. These are going to be hitting on 3s. Re-rolling 1s because of the Chaos Lord. And there's another one over here. All right. And then 4s to wound. 5 wounds here, looking for 2 ups. Making them all. Crack grenade from the Chaos Lord into my Terminators. That's a hit. That is not a wound. Forgot about the plasma gun over here. That's going to be no hits. Reroll against the Chaos Lord. There you go, into 2 hits. All right. That's going to be 1 wound. And a 2's not going to make it save. Chaos Lord's not going to charge into my Terminators over here. He's in. And the Havocs are going to charge into my Knights. He's in. And the Chaos Space Marines here are going to charge in as well. They will make it with 11.
Yeah.
Oh, there's my battery. So they definitely made it. They made it in here. I'm not sure what got seen on the last one because the battery died on me there. So we'll come back to you with the fight phase. So I'm going to have no CP to interrupt, so we're just going to do these all together here. These are going to be the regular ones, and then we'll do the ones with the chain swords. So these are going to be hitting on 3s, and then wounding on 4s.
Miscounting.
8 wounds into them. Pretty good there. These are going to be looking for 2 up saves, though. That is going to fail 2 of them. And now here come the chain swords. That's going to be no Death to False Emperor there, so it's going to be 5 hits. Looking for 4s to wound. That is going to be 2 wounds at AP -1, but Storm Shields makes it 2 up saves. Making them both. And the Chaos Lord over here is now going to be attacking. I think he's got, what, 5 attacks on the charge or 6?
Got 4 attacks.
4 attacks base, so +1 for charge, and then +1 for a chain sword over there. So these are going to be hitting on 2s. Pretty good. 1 Death to the False Emperor. That's another hit. These are now going to be wounding on 4s. That is going to be 1, 2, 3 wounds. AP -1, so looking for 3 up saves. Making them all. And now we're going to go over here to my chaplain. He's going to have 4 attacks hitting on 2s. That's going to be 3 hits. Wounding on 3s. That's going to be 2 wounds. AP -2. So failing them both, so they will be dead. And now my Terminators here are going to attack into his Chaos Lord. That's going to be 6 attacks hitting on 4s because they're unwieldy. Okay, that's going to be 2 hits. These are going to be wounding on 2s. That's going to be 2 wounds at AP -3. Making 1, failing 1, so that's just going to be 2 damage. And then my Deathwing Knights are going to attack back the 2 maces into this squad, mace and flail into this squad. So we'll do the 2 maces into the Chaos Space Marine squad. Hitting on 2s. Wounding on 2s. That's going to be 3 at AP -2. Making 1, so 2 will be dead. And then the 1 mace into the Havocs over here. That's going to be 3 hits. That's going to be 3 wounds at AP -2. Making 1, 2 dead. And then with the maces, with the flail, hitting on 2s, wounding on 3s. That's going to be 3 wounds, AP -3, 6 ups. No, they will be dead. And that will be the end of the Chaos Space Marines turn here on turn 5, and we're gonna end the game here. We worked out where the objectives that I was gonna hold on my turn, and that's what it's gonna be. So a victory to the Dark Angels with 72 points. with the 10 points for painting against the Chaos Space Marines with 53 points. So, a brutal game at the beginning there. He just shot me right off the board, and I was worried that I was not going to have enough, but in the end, my Terminators managed to just plod their way through and survive, and just managed to jump from assault to assault. And the fact that I kept making it in turn after turn into close combat with them is what managed to get me able to take him down and get what I needed there. So a brutal game, but a ton of fun. So I really like how the Dark Angels play. I think it's a lot of fun to see Terminators doing well. Deathwing have been a bit useless since about 6th edition, so it's nice to see them do well. The first game my Ravenwing did a lot better than they did this game, but still, I was happy with how the Dark Angels performed. Coming out from behind the 8 ball there at the in this game was cool to see them do that. So, I hope you guys have all enjoyed this. I certainly have. I have been Phil, the Glacial Geek, as always. My opponent's been Jason, and until next time, stay safe and have fun.